This is a Duke Nukem game. See, what I think the problem with this game is that it confuses the sort of extra stuff that you can do in Duke Nukem 3D for stuff that should replace gameplay. So, you know, tipping strippers and stuff like that is interesting in Duke 3D, right? It's kind of like an addition to the gameplay because it's an addition to the world overall. This game sort of just literally builds the game off extra actions that you can do. And it's terrible. Let's get started here. This is DX Plays Duke Nukem Forever. I have a lot of thoughts about this game. I'm not sure it's quite as bad as people made it out to be, but that doesn't mean it's a good game by any stretch of the imagination. It's a game that is very inconsistent in its quality. I think there's 1 or 2 good levels in this game. The rest are just pretty terrible. That doesn't even mention the fact that the game looks about 4 to 5 years worse than it should, considering it came out in 2011. Yeah, so let's just get started, because this is a very strange game once you take a hard look at it.
Those alien bastards are gonna pay for shooting up my ride.
Ah, yes.
This is taking forever. Time to stop pissing around and get this big guy back into action.
First thing I want to talk about with this game is this game came out in 2011. This looks like a game that came out, and I'm being generous here, in 2007. I have a list of games, actually, that look better than this, that are older than this. Fear 2, Clive Barker's Jericho, BioShock. There's just a very long list of games. Now, this is impressive, actually. The fact that Duke has a reflection in this mirror, and the reflection is cracked. You have to do a lot of interesting techniques to get this to work like this, especially the refraction effect. So it does use modern technology, but as a whole, it does not look like a game that came out in this year.
What do you think, Duke? Want to add something to the whiteboard? Oh, man! Good plan, Duke.
It's good.
Yeah, that's a really bad way to start a game, in my opinion.
Ooh. Oh yeah, right there. Oh yeah.
That was fun. Was it good for you, baby? What about the game, Duke? Was it any good?
Yeah, but after 12 fucking years, it should be.
Well, anytime you want to play again, just let us know. Look, Duke, they're playing our video. Your hair looked so good that day. I know, right? So did yours.
Tune in tonight at midnight to see my interview with the one, the only Duke Nukem. He'll talk about his new...
And there are still no reports of any activity from the alien ships. In his speech on Thursday, the president said he remains cautious but optimistic regarding the recent alien visitation. He urged all citizens to avoid taking any actions that may seem aggressive, such as discharging firearms or making lewd gestures in the vicinity of the ships. On a related note,
This is a setup from like 2004.
I don't know. It all still sounds pretty scary. I can see the ships from here. I wonder if it's the same aliens you had to fight 12 years ago. Of course they are, silly. Why do you think they came back? It's because Duke lives here, hello. But you'll protect everyone if the president is wrong about them, won't you, Duke? You sure haven't lost your touch. Oh, Duke, be careful out there. We'll see you at the party after the show, Kay?
This is like, okay, so the presentation for this game, like you see the things fly by. A lot of, you know, a lot of developers would do that to try and show off the technology and the scale of the world, which is really cool, but that's also like a tactic from fucking 2004, 2005. I mean, the presentation of this game, I said that the look is dated, but the presentation overall is dated, in my opinion, even worse than the overall look of the game. I mean, this interior, no bullshit, this interior looks like something from 2006. It doesn't, like, I'm playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and this doesn't look significantly better than that, and that came out in 2004. Also had significant development issues. Now you will notice the nice specularity on the floor. That does look pretty good. I think shader wise is probably the best aspect of this game. The modeling is okay as well, but so I was playing Duke Nukem 3D a couple months ago, and one thing I noticed about the game is that the freedom that the game gives you to, you know, traverse the level however you want. This game doesn't do that, like, at all. It kind of does, but not in the same way and not as effectively. I like how the world kind of centers around Duke as well. I think that was kind of a mistake for this game to make. I'm not sure. I'd have to think about that more later.
Duke Nukem! I named my daughter Duquette! I even got her tiny toy rocket launchers to play with. I hope she grows up to be just like you. You should record another album.
What?
After the show, I want your autograph somewhere special.
Increase your ego by interacting with special objects in the world. Hilarious.
You fucking amateur! Are you kidding me? I'm trying to do a scene with Johnny on the show, and there you are wandering through the set. You never stop to wonder if it might be distracting with you walking through. Do you want me to trash your mics? Would you like me to trash your mics? You don't fucking get it. The scene's done. Now, the rest of the crew left for Duke Burger, and my moment with Johnny is...
Oh, thanks, Duke. That guy was a douche.
Yeah, this is a Christian Bale reference. Anyways, like, contrast the setup of this game with the 2016 Doom that immediately, like, throws you into the action. And you'll see that why this is such a weird setup that doesn't really work and it's too slow. I mean, look how long it has taken us to get to any sort of gameplay. We're not at any sort of gameplay yet. We're at least 20 minutes into the game. Alright, this is finally when we get into the action of this game. Alright, come on, pussy. Okay, apparently I cannot hit him, but he can hit me. Okay.
Access denied. Red keycard required.
Keycard? I don't need no fucking keycard.
See, that's the thing about this game also, that it makes a lot of references to other games while not being nearly as competent as those games. Oh god, I remember now, the zoom on this game is terrible.
Take a teleport to hell.
The ball is stuck. The ball is stuck. What an incompetent game. Okay, so see, this is part of the game where it looks almost as good as the year it came out in, where there's a lot of, like, volumetric lighting, and it looks really good. Press 6 to drink beer. Communist aliens die.
Tonight, you dine in hell. Up close and personal.
Yeah, this is not very good. See, I don't like encounters.
Warning. Power outage.
Power outage.
Please use your Duke vision.
I'm not a fan of games where a game forces you to take damage for showing you a mechanic. So here, I couldn't shoot these guys. I had to hit them. And yeah, look, the health regenerates, right? But I just don't like that out of principle. Duke Vision looks absolutely terrible. Why did I just take damage from that? Whatever.
Bada bing.
See, this is not fun, engaging gameplay. This is the problem with this game. I mean, we are about 30 minutes into this game, right? We have not fired a single gun. We have not traversed an outside level for 30 minutes and heard bad jokes and pissed. We've literally pissed. And that's about all we've done in the game. And we're stuck punching aliens because we don't have a gun. What a horrible setup for a game. Because look, the game can look old, whatever. I don't have a problem with the game looking old. The game looks old and it plays terribly. I knew it. I was supposed to get attacked in this room. I remember, yeah. I really don't like this gun. I hate guns that fire in bursts in games. Fuck it, I'm just gonna take some steroids.
To kill you last? I lied.
This is a terrible looking effect right here. This is absolutely horrendous looking. It looks like shit.
Who's next? Raining blood, baby. You've got a lot of guts. Let's see what they look like.
Warning. Hostiles ahead. Please arm yourself.
They finally give us our gun. Has a horrendous aim down sight. Well, I mean, no, there is no aim down sight. Gunplay is just really bad in this. That hitbox is horrible.
What a mess.
That's fun. I can execute that guy. Can I get up there? Wow. Is this the DN game that you can hold poop in? Yes, it is. This is the Duke Nukem game you can hold a pile of shit in. You can hold the game in your hands. This level's terrible. I remember this. I just have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here except shooting that thing. Great. Those ships just do free damage on you. Great. Great game. This is absolutely terrible. Okay, I've overheated, so I'm gonna take damage there no matter what I do.
Another day, another disembowelment.
Duke is lame as fuck. I think it's almost dead. I'm not sure. I'm gonna take damage here or not. I took damage. Great. I'm overheated. I'm overheated. I think the thing is dead anyways. This is terrible. I don't know what they're thinking with this turret segment. It's just absolutely terrible. What do I learn from this? Nothing. What fun do I have? Nothing, because it's an on-rail segment. Just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. Okay, now we're back down to this. See, the problem with this game is that if it had just copied Duke Nukem 3D, I think we would have been fine. Would it have been a great game? Probably not, you know? If they would have just copied Duke 3D, I think we would have, you know, been alright. Like I said, it wouldn't have been a great game, but if you're copying something that's great, you're bound to end up with something that's passable. This game tries something entirely different while also trying to be Duke 3D, and it doesn't work.
Hey you! Oh my god, it's Duke! I think this elevator's about to fall. The brakes were squealing. You can save me, right? I mean, of course you can. You can do anything. Pull the brake! Come on!
This is...
Pull it again! Go on, pull it!
This is stupid.
We're still falling! Pull it again! Pull it again! Go on, pull it! We're still falling! Pull it again! Pull it again! Go on, pull it! Pull it again! Go on, pull it!
This is what this game thinks is fun.
Pull it again! Go on, pull it! Pull it again! Go on, pull it! We're still...
That was just terrible. Just terrible.
Oh my god! Duke, thank you. I'll go down with you anytime.
Ha ha ha. How do I know if I'm doing this right? I don't know. Like, I had no idea that I was doing it wrong the first time.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit. Okay, so in the first hour of this game, we have talked to some attractive women.
Hey, are you like a toy or something? Come to life? Oh, you're pretty cool.
I'm not a toy, kid. I'm an action figure.
Oh, there's some more great comedy coming up here.
So tiny. What the hell? I know right where I'd stick him.
Sweet. It really is you, Duke. It'll fit right inside my RC car. Want to use it? It's got your symbol on it and everything.
So this is this game's idea of fun. Once again, we're playing a Duke Nukem game where in the first hour we have pulled levers, we're driving RC cars, we're punching people in stealth, and we're pissing. I'm pretty sure you can... Are you supposed to be able to hit these guys or something? Okay. And I'm dead. Because of arbitrary nonsense that the game doesn't bother explaining to you, and I'm dead again. Because it was some fucking ragdoll body. This is a Duke Nukem game. See, what I think the problem with this game is that it confuses the sort of extra stuff that you can do in Duke Nukem 3D for stuff that should replace gameplay. So, you know, tipping strippers and stuff like that is interesting in Duke 3D, right? It's kind of like an addition to the gameplay because it's an addition to the world overall. This game sort of just literally builds the game off extra actions that you can do. And it's terrible. We're gonna go straight up our ass. That's what we're gonna have to do. Okay. God bless that ass. Am I having fun yet? Nope. Not one bit. And now we're in BioShock. Like, just think about how much of this casino they actually modeled for it to just be in a car segment. That's kind of crazy. And we don't even do anything else after that. It's literally just driving. But yeah, it's weird too because more of this game later, like the later parts of this game are just pure shooting. And they're not good, but at least they're pure shooting. Right?
Always bet on Duke.
This, on the other hand, like the beginning of this game is such a strange thing because it's not like the rest of the game. I mean, there is a level later on where, you know, you go into a strip club and stuff like that, but not to the level of, like, kind of gimmicky stuff that this level is doing right now. But yeah, now that this game is just practically turned into a platformer. So, it was a driving game before, it was a stealth kind of melee game, and now it's a platformer. And actually, you know what's funny is the strip club is, like, the best level of this game. Because it's not even, like, really part of the game. There's no shooting. There's just adventure. There's just exploring. And it's so much better than this game here. What this game is doing right now. It's crazy. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Nukem Racing. Let's go. Oh, shit. That's the game that they should have tried making. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is a game where you're playing... Like, seriously, this is a racing game. Imagine playing a Duke Nukem game where your only means of defense is speeding up. Duke Nukem Forever is every game ever made, except done horrendously.
You're so tiny and cute. I could carry you around in my pocket like a little pet. Your hot pocket. Oh, that's funny.
Size only matters when you're full grown, baby.
This is a shooting segment, and we finally get the shotgun. We finally get the shotgun over an hour into the game. That's how fucked this game is. Okay, great. That's what I hate about this game, the taking damage thing. It's almost like, because of the way that the projectiles lead from the enemy weapons, it's almost impossible to avoid taking damage, which is not something I like. I like reliable ways to avoid damage in games. Because I feel like if you're playing the game properly, you shouldn't be punished for playing it properly. But Duke is slow as fuck. And so you're always going to be taking damage. It's kind of just terrible. Oh, I can execute this guy. You can't read enemy attacks. No, you can't. Yeah. Hey, see how you like your bitch-ass weapons used on you, cunt. Does this game have a 2-weapon limit? I think it does. Oh, no. Gunplay in this game is not very good either. By the way, okay.
Oh, you are so amazing, Duke. Yeah, Duke, you totally beat their asses.
Oh my god. I was like so scared. Me too. I'm so glad you're okay.
All right, time for my reward.
Duke, help! Oh god, Duke, save us!
Okay, they just disappeared.
Not my babes. Not in my town. You alien motherfuckers are gonna pay for this.
Okay, so I'd like to just establish that, and I noticed this when I was playing the game originally, the first time I played this game. If you drop your gold M1911, you never get it back. All you can pick up are stock M1911s that are black. You cannot pick up your Duke Nukem M1911. Are they twins? Yeah. I think they're supposed to be Mary-Kate and Ashley ripoffs. I'd love a Duke Nukem game where Duke is old as fuck. Oh, look at that nice, cool animation, boys. One of you bitch-ass dudes. Okay, just take no damage. I also don't like how there's blood on the screen every time you hit an enemy, because blood on the screen in a first-person game to me represents that you are taking damage, not that you've dealt damage. Is there a difference between a gold M1911 and the stock one? Yeah, the gold one is signed by Duke and has the nuclear insignia on it. The black ones are just regular stock ones. Gunplay in this game is terrible. Okay, there's one behind me now. I love that. I have almost no health.
Sort him out.
But it just like that's just like such a dumb design decision to me. Like, they modeled this gold M1911 for Duke, right? It's his special gun, and you can drop it in the first hour of the game. So what we're doing right now is gambling, and you know, if we were playing Duke Nukem 3D, this would be one of the little activities that you could do in a level, but it's more, you know, when you're exploring the level. This game is guided by a very linear path, where these are kind of just like afterthoughts and not part of the level, because the levels are way too big to be any sort of, you know, cohesive level that you can explore. Plus, there's not a lot to do when you explore them except play these little games, whereas in Duke Nukem 3D, they were just parts of the level that you would go. Like, it's very hard to describe because this game is far more linear, despite the fact that that game took place in small little worlds. It doesn't feel like that's the case in this game. These do not feel like small little worlds at all. See, okay, so that's the thing about Doom that this game does horrendously. When you're doing execution kills in Doom, not only are they far quicker, but I'm pretty sure you're invincible during them. In this game, you're not invincible during shit. Which I guess, you know, could be a problem with, depending on how you look at it, that could be a problem, because I guess kind of does lower the skill floor of the game if you can just go invincible whenever you want, but I feel like that's a good addition to Doom, whereas it's a terrible addition in this game. I think the humor in Duke 3D tends to hold up, but that's because the humor is more in context. The context of the humor is the situation, not the times, right? That doesn't mean that Duke Nukem 3D isn't a dated sort of game, but I feel like this game is way more dated. All right, come on. Do I have steroids that I can take? No, I don't have steroids. I don't have anything. Where's the ammo? It's like, I love how the game puts you in like a billion different fights, right? And then gives you no ammo. So I have to take one of these shitty guns. And I don't want to drop the gold to 19. This game's terrible. So I'm forced to take their shitty gun and drop the shotgun. See, the inclusion of trip mines in this game is not really handled well at all, you know? It's just kind of like a gimmick. Oh no, this game has the same thing. Okay, look at this, guys. My cursor's clearly on the trip mine, right? And I'm shooting above it. It has the same problem Colonial Marines does. That's insane. Okay, I'm pretty sure you can take damage from these things, so I'm not even gonna get close to them. This is what we're doing in a Duke Nukem game once again. Destroying fire extinguishers. I don't know.
Get ready, here they come.
Oh, how did I take damage from that? Who shot me? I love how they all... This is a Gearbox game. This is a Gearbox game where there's... Oh my god. This is a Gearbox game. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Where... Okay, so there's 3 fucking guys there, and they all target you. It's just like Aliens Colonial Marines. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I love the free damage. Love the free damage. I like legit wonder if... Jesus Christ. Just kill me. This is horrendous. This is absolutely garbage. That's gonna explode the other one anyways. And they don't okay. Yeah, they don't even bother going to the trip mines. It's insane how... I'm taking damage from these guys firing at me. Holy Jesus. Oh, there's other enemies on me. Great. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine that I'm just taking damage from things I can't see and from enemies that have hit scan weapons. This is terrible. It's like, I love how they make an arena, right? They make an arena for you to fight this guy, and then they put other enemies there. So... They put other enemies there, so you can't use the arena because you're getting shot by hit scan guns. Absolutely incredible game. Absolutely incredible game design here we've got going.
Duke, we've got your green power armor over here and ready to go.
Power armor is for pussies.
Well, okay. You want a gun instead?
This is probably one of the dumbest Easter eggs I think I've ever seen.
Reflexes.
Okay, it says use the turret to efficiently kill enemies, but you can't kill that guy because it only goes this far right. By the way, I love how they give you this gun, right? Let's look at this gun fire for a second. Let's take a look at how this gun fires. Do you guys know what I'm hitting? Because I sure as fuck don't. I have no idea what I'm hitting. The tracers are all over the fucking place. Horrible. If this is the Duke Burger scene or level, then this is the best level in the game. I thought and still do that the strip club and the Duke Burger levels of this game are the best levels of the game. The one where you're on like the highway and you're on the like in the dam, that is like probably the worst level in the game. Oh, this is the Leroy Jenkins scene. Private Jenkins, hilarious.
Damn it, Leroy.
Like, that's how dated this fucking game is. It's a game that came out in 2011, is still referencing Leroy fucking Jenkins. Jesus Christ. +3 to throw pipe bombs. Why did that just bounce off? Why bother using the mechanics at all when they're not gonna fucking work? This turret sucks. Why can they push me when I'm on the turret like this? I can't even... Oh my god. It's like, that's the problem with this game. Everything it does like half-assed or mediocre. Give Duke Nukem. You know, I think, and I've said for a long time, I've believed this for a very long time, that this game has one of the best intro sequences for like a cinematic that I've ever seen. It's the one where Duke is throwing the dice.
Went on a date with that hot little piece of ass from my church.
Yeah, and?
No good. Said we didn't click. Hell, that's all I wanted to do was click.
Well, maybe if you could click 2 brain cells together and stop talking about your damn sex life, you could figure us a way to get out of here without getting killed.
Just trying to pass the time, bro.
I'm from Las Vegas, and I say kill them all. Step right up and get some.
See, this is probably one of the more Duke levels. One of the more Duke levels that I think is in the game. Oh, shit. Yeah, fuck you, asshole. I hate that this is not a hit scan weapon, I'm pretty sure. You have to like lead your fire with this thing. It's not fun at all. I'm pretty certain that everything except the projectile launchers in Duke 3D are hit scan. Could be wrong on that, but that's how I remember it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck. This part right here, this shootout is dog shit. I remember this. Oh shit.
My balls, your face.
Big balls, 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 balls of steel. And of course, we can't open, you know, a door for whatever reason. Doors are just not openable. Of course, they drop these fuckers straight in here. I hate this game. Oh, right, I forgot they throw bombs in here. Yeah, this is terrible. I don't know why Duke can't open a fucking door. Apparently, that's just too hard a task for Duke, opening a single door. And, like, what is this shooting gallery bullshit? Why didn't they just make this a rail shooter? Like I said, this game is everything. This game is a platformer, it's a rail shooter, it's a puzzle game. I hate this game. This is... I'm done. This is such a boring game. It does nothing well. It does every single thing it does mediocre. The combat is mediocre to terrible. The jokes are bad. The puzzles are terrible. The platforming is bad. It just like, it tries to do, it's like Resident Evil 6. It tries to do like everything on the planet and be every fucking game it can be. But it just doesn't work. Like, this is a puzzle right here. Why are we doing puzzles in a Duke Nukem game? Like, I just don't get it. Just don't get it at all. And everything it tries to do from modern, you know, a modern standpoint, it fails at doing miserably. It just fails entirely. It fails at turret segments. It fails at linear combat through a fucking corridor like Call of Duty. It's just, it's incredible how botched this game is. With that said, I'd like to play another Duke game. I'm gonna go buy the Anniversary World Tour right now. And I hope there's another Duke game in the works, because I don't think this one bad game will really spoil the franchise. I think we all understand why this game is as bad as it is. No game that's in development for, you know, 20,000 years is going to be good unless you scrap everything you've done and just start entirely new. It's just going to be a pile of shit no matter what you do. So I don't even necessarily blame Gearbox for this. I don't think any studio could have done this competently. Hold on. I don't think any studio could have done this in the time that they needed to get this out. No studio could have done it.